Alright, so now we're going to solve this problem using elimination. The previous video showed you how to use substitution. This is now for elimination. So we're still using X and Y, X standing for senior citizen, Y standing for child tickets. And here's my equation, my two equations. So we're going to use elimination. So in order for elimination to work, you need to make sure that they're lined up. So what I mean by lined up is X's are lined up, Y's are lined up, equal signs are lined up, and then the numbers are lined up. That's the first thing you have to do, is line them up by their letters and number. Second thing you choose the letter that you want to eliminate. Do you want to cancel the X's or do you want to cancel the Y's? It's really up to you what you want to cancel. In this case, I'm going to cancel the X's so that I can show you how to do it. You could choose the Y's if you want as well. If I were to add down 3 plus 8, it's not going to cancel to 0x. So we need to make it so that they can cancel. So we have to get the least common multiple between them two. A number that they can multiply to that can be eliminated. It's kind of like when you're trying to find the common denominator, it's almost the same thing. So 8, then there's 16, then it's 24, 32. But if I go with 8, 3 doesn't divide evenly into 8. What about 16? 3 doesn't go evenly into 16. What about 24? 3 goes evenly into 24. So that's the number we're going to try and get to, 24. So we're going to multiply this one. In order for it to be 24, I'm going to multiply by 8. And I'm going to multiply this one by 3 because we want to make it 24. If I do that, I'm going to end up with 24x and then here 24x. They're not going to cancel out. So one of them has to be negative. You can choose whichever one you want to make negative. I'll just make the bottom one negative. So that way they can cancel out. So then now I do kind of like the distributive property. So I'm going to multiply 8 times 3x, which is 24x. 8 times 9, 72. 8 times 75. Let's go ahead and use the calculator. 75 times 8. 600. And then now I'm going to do the bottom one. Negative 3 times 8, negative 24x. Negative 3 times 5, negative 15y. Negative 3 times 67, 201. Negative 201. Now that you have the same number and opposite signs, now you can do elimination. And the way you do elimination is you add down. So here, the 24 minus 24, it ends up canceling. It ends up eliminating. That's why it's called elimination. 72 minus 15. 57. 600 minus 201. It should be a positive 399. Then we divide by 57. That's a 57. 399 divided by 57 is 7. Y equals 7. Which is what we got when we did substitution. Y equals 7. There it is. The previous video, we got y equals 7. Once you find your y, you can plug it into one of the original equations. either the top one or the bottom one. You choose whichever one you want to use. I'm going to go ahead and use the top one. So I have 3x plus 9y equals 75. And we are going to plug in the y equals 7 into the y. So I have 3x plus 9, and I'm plugging in the 7. And we go ahead and multiply there. 63. And we subtract 63 to both sides. That's 12. And we divide by 3. X equals 4. So that means that we got the same thing as over here. X equals 4. So the child ticket, because that's what the Y stood for. The Y stood for, if we go back to the original equation, the Y stood for child, the X stood for senior citizen. So each child ticket costs $7, and each senior citizen ticket costs $4. And that's how you do elimination. I'll show you more examples in the next videos.